Today I'll be talking about a project that I did with my Introduction to Archaeology honors students last semester. The students had the opportunity to explore endangered UNESCO World Heritage sites in order to better understand the global issues that are affecting such archaeological and historical sites today, and how digital humanities can help us better illustrate to the public and to one another in our classroom what can be done to help solve some of these important problems of digital and global world heritage. So the 55 properties that are currently listed on the UNESCO World Heritage Endangered list are some of the most important archaeological and cultural sites to us as a global community today. Now, these sites are endangered for a variety of reasons. They can be endangered by things like climate change, other environmental issues, conflict, development, overdevelopment, tourism, etc. Students chose one of these cultural sites. There are also natural sites like the Florida Everglades. But they chose a cultural site to explore in greater detail. And the project goal that I was hoping students would get out of this is something I'm calling critical awareness. So not just awareness of these issues, but also thinking critically about what can be done to help solve these solutions of heritage management and how those relate to modern day current events. So the first thing students did was research factors and events leading to the endangerment of these sites. So why are these sites important to begin with, and why are they now considered to be in danger? Then students reflected both by reading each other's websites that they designed, as well as in a short reflection paper on what they learned from this project about World Heritage Site destruction and its implications for the modern world. So critical awareness was a key component of this project. I was also hoping to help students connect the past and the present, keeping in mind that many students in anthropology and archaeology classes aren't necessarily going to go on and become archaeologists themselves, but rather they can help recognize the value of such sites in a world where it's increasingly important to justify our activities as archaeologists and heritage professionals. So imagine you have a World Heritage Site, perhaps an early city in ancient Mesoamerica. These sites today are being endangered by things like conflict, which can lead to looting at sites, often people just trying to sell artifacts in order to survive. So conflict is something that we see all over the world today, especially in places like the Middle East, and students understand that conflict is a contemporary issue that we are facing. Archaeologists study the past causes of conflict, but we need sites that are actually intact in order to do so. So we can go back to that heritage site and learn about conflict in early city-state societies, perhaps understanding how resource availability and distribution and competition for such resources can lead to conflict. Those are some of the same drivers that we see in the world today. So we might alleviate modern conflict by understanding common past causes of it. This is a project that was done right here on the MSU campus with assistance from LEADER, which is a combination of anthropology, history, matrix. We love our acronyms. So LEADER helped us design this WordPress site. We used a single page for each student, and it was a fully interactive map that allowed them to see other sites that were endangered by the same factors that they had identified. And they learned many different things from this project. First off, they learned that it was fairly easy to build their own website. They did things like embedded videos and images and correctly cited them and used different fonts to offset direct quotations. They showed the endangering factors, such as the factors affecting the site of Kiribati, which is a Pacific island site being affected by rising sea levels. They made news timelines showing how their site was showing up in current events. And most importantly, they connected these sites to global issues today, showing how archaeological research at these same sites that are endangered, as well as other sites, can provide insight into the same conflicts and environmental issues that we face as a global society today. Looking at sites, for example, in Syria, and showing how they've been affected by the conflict with ISIS, and showing how conflict had actually occurred at those sites thousands of years ago. So to sum up, this project raised critical awareness of preservation issues for World Heritage sites and heritage in general. It helps students better understand current global events, and it also gave them a little bit of a glimpse into the toolbox that we can use in our digital humanities in order to take something with them in my class wherever they might go in the future. Thank you.